Good morning, happy Wednesday. I know today is a bit of a rough day, pretty much around the world. I think the whole world kind of looks to the United States when it comes to things like this. So I just want to go ahead and say, while I'm not going to do the collective reading as far as like what's going on out in the world, I really want to focus on individuals right now and what you can do for yourself. Out in the world's going to be wild for a while, okay? It's not over. I do think that the current energy is going to embolden some to cross some lines. So keep that in mind. Protect yourself if you need to, especially if you are someone who is a target of certain belief systems. Definitely these next few weeks, we are going to see a lot of backtracking. We're going to see some changes. We still have some retrogrades that are coming up. We have Pluto moving into Aquarius over the next few weeks for good. But this week in particular is going to get rocky for sure. Just breathe. Take some time to find your inner peace, to find your balance, your space, your grounded space. Go outside, touch some grass, get into nature, do something you enjoy, a craft, music, whatever it is that gets you into a space where you are good with yourself. Make sure that you are working on yourself. At this point, we've done what we can. Granted, yes, you can work on yourself within your community and be who you are if you are safe to do so. Otherwise, right now, it's all about just working on you, making sure that you're in a good space, okay? So today, Wednesday, the 6th, we have Mercury in a trine with the North Node. This is going to have a lot of folks running their mouths. Mercury in Sagittarius can get very self-righteous, very know-it-all, very I told you so, right? That trine to the North Node that is in Aries being ruled by Mars, now at 0 degrees of Leo, can get very egotistical. It's in the good way of using this is you speaking your truth and being your true authentic self, right? That's the positive side. However, the negative side is a lot of ego claiming that they were right and everything, their way, very self-righteous type of energy out in the world today as far as that goes. The moon is still in Capricorn. So that still has Saturn retrograde in charge. That Saturn retrograde is very much testing boundaries, testing faith, testing your ability to continue to push for your dreams. 1 second. Okay, so basically that Saturn retrograde and the moon being in Capricorn, it's like this subconscious test of your emotional boundaries, your intuitive boundaries. Are you willing to continue to work towards making your dreams come true? Are you losing faith? It's your religious boundaries as well. Remember, Pisces and Sagittarius are both very religious signs, whereas Sagittarius tends to do it from like a knowledge base. Pisces tends to do it from a very blind faith type of space. And with that Saturn retrograde there, it's very much going to test your faith here. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we go through these next few weeks. Saturn is stationing direct on November 15th, so we still got a few weeks of things being very wonky here, okay? The moon is currently in a sextile with Saturn. This is an opportunity to really continue to stand your ground and stand on your boundaries. It will sextile the sun later on today. That is also another opportunity. These are opportunities that you have to create, though. These are not opportunities that are just going to land in front of you. But the energy is there for you to be able to create these. And with the sun moving, it's going to hit that 15 degrees of Scorpio today. That is like the true veil. It's the Scorpio gate. This is really that opportunity to continue to listen to your intuition, listen to your guides, and stand on business when it comes to that. So really, it's going to be rough, but it is possible, and you're going to get a lot of pushback. The moon later on this evening is going to go into a quincunx with Jupiter retrograde as well. So you're going to see some backtracking and people kind of shifting where they're standing. Now, I want to be clear here. If you need to go back into whatever closet it is that you have come out of, whether that is identity or orientation or religious or political, if you need to go back into that closet to protect yourself, absolutely do so. Stay safe. However, if you have that in you and you're able to stay out of that closet, absolutely speak up. This is really, really good energy for speaking up for yourself, standing out from the crowd, making sure that you are being heard and your truth is being heard and that you are being yourself. Now, these next few weeks, and quite honestly, as much as I would love to say, oh, it's going to be over, it's not. We have a very rough several years ahead of us, okay? I really want to focus on the individual. I want to focus on making sure that you're doing your healing work, you're doing your trauma healing so that you can navigate the things coming up for yourself in the best way. So really, that's where I'm going to try to focus. I will gladly do the collective readings and saying why I say it's not over if that's what people want to hear, but I really want to focus on the individual and making sure that you guys are in good spaces as we move forward. So cards of the day, energy is the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of feistiness. There's going to be a lot of arguing. There's going to be a lot of, I was right, you were wrong, blah, 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 right? There's just a lot of ick in the air as far as that self-righteousness, that Mercury in Sagittarius, that I'm always right energy is definitely in the air today, especially because of it being in that trine with the North Node in Aries. So there's a lot of feistiness with that as well. What we're focusing on is the Six of Wands. Look at the little victories. Take the time to step back from the whole picture and look at the small victories. Did you do your part? Did you do what you needed to do for yourself? Did you fight where you needed to fight? Did you speak up where you needed to speak up? Make sure that you're taking the time to step back from everything that's really kind of going on and look at the smaller pieces of the puzzle and make sure that you are looking at the victories that are there and you're taking the time to congratulate yourself for having done your part as well. What we're avoiding is the Ten of Swords and the Fool, okay? No sudden endings, no saying, screw it, we lost, we're done, blah, 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 okay? Just take the time to slow down. No jumping headfirst into anything. Like I said, there's a lot more to come with all of these retrogrades and Pluto moving into Aquarius. This is kind of a don't give up hope kind of energy here. So don't just throw it all away at this point. We do have Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. So there is that wheel of things moving forward going underneath the surface here. This is the Jupiter card. So it's that like beneficial wheel moving. We're moving into the next season, but it is not going to be easy. Nothing is as it seems right now. Okay, just keep that in mind. Let's pull some clarifiers here on the Knight of Swords. Clarifiers for Knight of Swords. Yeah, they're just gonna. We've got Queen of Cups and one more. And the Two of Swords. All right, you're gonna have a decision to make. Are we gonna go at it all feisty, right? Or are we gonna maintain that like kind? No, I don't want to necessarily say kindness, because here's the thing. It's the difference between nice and kind, right? Queen of Cups is kind in that it's nurturing, it's motherly, but that's not always nice, right? So you don't always have to say the nice things, but still try to maintain that intuitive, empathetic, blah, 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 compassionate nature, okay? There's this decision. We're in this crossroads moment, okay? How are you going to respond to the crossroads moment? So really take the time to slow down, listen to your intuition, and make sure that you're responding from a space of compassion, especially when you got folks coming at you with this Knight of Swords here. It's going to be, it's an interesting few weeks ahead of us, okay? So just slow down, listen to that intuition, and maintain that compassion, okay? Don't lose your shit. Clarifiers for our Six of Wands. We have a Ten of Pentacles. Nope. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and Nine of Cups, right? Right, so we are focusing on the little victories. We're focusing on the wins. We're focusing on celebrating ourselves where we've done what we need to do, right? Really, like I said, take that time, find your grounded space. Find your place where you are stable, right? And we're still going to make those decisions. We're still going to be moving towards those ultimate goals, those emotional fulfillment, like wish fulfillment energy here. So while things may not be as they seem, remember to focus on the wins to get yourself through until stuff starts to balance out a little more. There's a lot more going on. Focusing on the good things is going to keep you from losing it over here with this Knight of Swords, because this is a lot of people are not going to take that time to slow down. Okay, so really make sure that you are slowing down and looking at the positives. Okay, we have clarifiers for our Ten of Swords and the Fool. Clarifiers, why are we avoiding the Ten of Swords and the Fool? Oop. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. You need to be patient, slow, allow things to go slowly, allow them to grow as they should. And the Queen of Swords. That's too funny. Okay. Queen of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. So there are truths, is information, there's things that we're going to see come out over the next few weeks that we just need to be patient. We need to slow down and let it move as it needs to move. Let it grow as it needs to grow, right? You cannot rush things sometimes. When you rush things, that's when you screw up. So this is kind of don't give up hope, because there are things that you are not seeing. There are truths that need to take their time to come out right now, okay? There's information. I think somebody's going to start talking somewhere. We do have strength on the bottom, so keep your guard up. Be strong. Maintain your place of peace. Do what you got to do. Meditation, crafts, music, go outside in nature, whatever you got to do to find your mental stability and your ground.